No one can choose for us. It is us who make a choice, because the power of choice is in our hands. Smoking is one of the habits which is loved by many, just like any other food. But before we take things inside our body, let us think about it. Will they bring positive results or negative results, no matter how sweet they are? But let us know, what are the contents of tobacco cigarettes?
All right, when you talk about tobacco, this is a wide word because there are different types of tobaccos in terms of preparation. But in each preparation, you have got concentrations of ingredients. There are more than 10 contents that are very well known, but there are many. Some of them are just almost insignificant. You cannot recognize them actually. But now think of major issues like tar, nicotine. These ones are the most important ones. For example, tar is responsible for the cancer-forming issues in the body of a human being, especially lungs. Remember, tobacco can affect any organ in the body. But when you talk about nicotine, it is responsible for addictions in a human being. There are reasons why, which may be discussing later on. But otherwise, we have a lot of contents or ingredients of tobacco that affect the human body. And this have got consequences later on.
Mr. Brian and her wife, they loved to smoke. Smoking, it was their culture and lifestyle. If you buy a carton or a cover of tobacco in Malawi, you will find a warning written on the cover. Do people pay attention to the warning, or they just buy?
You know, in other countries, most companies have been sued because they were smoking, and then they were told smoking has led you to have cancer. They were saying, why? These people, they did not tell us this can be harmful. So they said, but you chose. But no, if you had told me this can cause cancer, then I wouldn't have done that. These people are being paid. So to avoid that, they say, we are making this one as a cigarette, but remember, when you smoke, you are likely to have a problem. They may not say the problem, but usually it can mean a lot of things. It can be a predisposing factor to other conditions, diseases, or something known as the COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. These ones are the ones that the people have as a problem. And the causative factor usually are people who smoke. These are the ones that will cause that problem. Now, if you go back now to our topic, if a person is smoking, but he has read that smoking is hazardous to health, it's up to you. You have chosen. Whatever happens to you, you have chosen. No, you are not going to blame anybody. Because you have chosen, you have seen it's harmful, and you're doing that. For example, a robber goes to steal, and he says, beware of dogs. And you go in there, and you are attacked by the dog, you are injured by the dog, you're not going to blame anybody. Because you saw the signpost, do not venture in, there's a dog.
Smoking cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
Why, but
it's fashion.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, really?
You can even
no,
take
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Really? Are you okay?
No, I'm not fine.
Why? This?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go.
But it's not good.
Yeah, it's okay, this one. I can take. It's no harm, huh?
Okay, take your car.
Okay, fine, let's go. Oh, about that?
Yeah.
I've not yet told my husband about my pregnancy.
Is it good to come closer to someone who is smoking? What dangers can be if you are inhaling the smoke?
Person of inhaling smoke only, not you smoking. So you are talking about passive smokers. When you say passive smokers, you're talking about people who are not smoking, but they are just next to someone who is smoking, that they are equally inhaling the smoke. You are equally affected. If a person is sitting next to someone who is smoking a common cigarette, you be prepared that the consequences may also be there. But though it may not be as exactly as someone who is literally smoking, but you may later on be affected equally to someone who is smoking, and you are just sitting next to that person. Studies have shown that when you are a passive smoker, be prepared to have the consequences same as someone who is smoking.
Wake up.
This time, Mrs. B was pregnant. She wanted to surprise her husband.
I have a good news for you.
News yanji.
I'm pregnant.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow. I can't wait. Yeah.
After miscarriage of her first pregnancy, Mrs. B continued to smoke, although she was advised at the hospital to quit. She lost her first pregnancy due to this problem of smoking.
Try to save this child.
I've heard you.
When you talk about tobacco as such, it goes together with a lot of things. Because women who smoke are likely to be taking alcohol as well. So, let's go back to life. Soon after conception, whatever a woman is taking in terms of food, drink, or whatsoever applying on the skin, it can affect the unborn child, including smoke. That smoke, when a woman smokes, the baby is likely to have a lot of problems. For example, the body is being formed. Now, during the first 8 weeks of uterine life, the brain is being formed. And if this time the woman is smoking heavily, you are likely to have an effect on that baby, so that the formation of other parts of the brain are affected. Intellectual capability of this baby when it's born will be affected.
Tar is responsible for cancer-forming issues. This time, Mr. B is affected by lung cancer. Breaking addiction, it is not easy. It is not easy for someone to change his lifestyle. What are the steps to follow?
So, when we are talking about addiction, we are saying a brain cannot function normally without the presence of that substance. Now, here's the situation. If you want to stop, the brain will fail to function normally. So you have some symptoms and signs that will come up in a person, and those are known as withdrawal symptoms. You cannot just tell a person to stop smoking today. It's impossible until you have a process. So we call that detoxification. When you say detox, you are talking about helping this person stop smoking. So there are substances that you give this person, drugs that you can give this person, so that at least little by little, this can be overcome. It's not just overnight. You cannot just tell a person to stop smoking today. Please, if there are people who want to say, I want to stop smoking, don't just think of stop smoking. To those people who are addicted completely, you may have some problems. So to avoid that, go to the hospital. Tell the people, I am a smoker. I am a person who is addicted to smoking. Can you help me? So people start a program on you to help you stop smoking. You cannot just do it on your own.